If you historically look at great cities, you always think of the public art as being part of it, a kind of part of the civil discourse of an urban place.
It's a conversation, it's a dialogue with a selected artist to try to get something unique and something individualized for the Bayou.
And exemplify some of the ideals of the place. And so public art's always had a role in cities.
We're an amazingly tolerant city, and this is a symbol of that respect for people from everywhere. Houston, as it densifies, loses something when we don't have access to open space and green space. Here at Buffalo Bayou, we have an opportunity to experience just a taste of what Houston was like in the beginning.
This rare opportunity right in the middle of a big city to just descend a few steps and be in a natural environment and be part of a very unique ecosystem.
Emphasis here is more on preserving some of the naturalness of the bayou and yet addressing it with a kind of civilized eye, which I think is really rich.
It has the beacons of these wonderful canoe silhouettes, which just sort of call you out and invite you down to a lovely promenade with all kinds of great little surprises. Of course, our secret bubble, our Dean Rugg piece, which is really phenomenally whimsical and compelling.
I moved here in 1991. And certainly the first things that I recognized public art were the Mel Chins or maybe the Paul Kittleson torches. Because of their location towards downtown, they mark the bayou, but they also mark downtown. And the bayou was a relatively raw or rough space then. As they developed it, they've landscaped and extended it, and so it becomes this kind of place that you can pass through. And it was not just about art, it was about the lighting, which, much of which has been done. It was about, not defining the bayou as the little strip by the concert hall, but defining the bayou as this extended, reaching in both directions. It's a much better representation of the city that way.
The way we've placed these plinth sculptures right here on the edge of the street, it's so Houston. There are going to be thousands and thousands and thousands of people who drive by and never experience what's just a few steps away, but they will enjoy from the comfort of their cars these sculptures.
This is about how we interact with this space and what heightens our sensitivity to the space.
Whatever we can do to draw people into our public spaces is important.
When you have an event, it's a way to celebrate community and you celebrate togetherness. And some of them have been really very cool. I mean, I love the movies on the bayou.
We're proud of the artists we've worked with. It's been a huge coterie of international artists and actual local luminaries.
You've got Allen's Landing making you aware of a kind of history in a traditional sense. Here you've got this revealing sense of irreverence, which, if you think of it being by a skate park and a kind of play area and a little bit, I mean, I like it for that reason. It's got sort of a little punkish attitude to it. Then you even have something active like the Mark Dion piece, the Eradication Unit, which actually doesn't have a specific location, but is a conceptual work that extends out into the community and can develop or be along any part of the community.
It's really been a privilege to work with all these people, and I think our results have been phenomenal. One of the things that helps us make that happen are the organizations that we partner with. Thought leaders on the edge of art and presenting art to the public. Revered places in Houston like Aurora Picture Show and the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Center and the Houston Arts Alliance, Photo Fest, a number of other places that have helped inform our progressive art program.
The Buffalo Bayou Partnership has been engaged in protecting Buffalo Bayou for a very long time. The art is wonderful, and I'm a huge supporter of public art, but I'm even more ecstatic about what we're going to do to restore the watercourse to its natural shape, to take out the invasive trees, to come right up to the heart of downtown in a canoe or a kayak. That's just irreplaceable and invaluable.
I'd really like to thank all of our guests here tonight for being so supportive and furthermore so enthusiastic about the work that we're doing on the Bayou and the future of the Bayou, and likewise the artists who have made such a commitment through their work and their thought to our projects and have made this one of the most unique and special places in Houston. It's a great thing to celebrate here tonight.